Good morning, guys. Today I am traveling to Kanipagam, then to Tirupati. So that is the plan. So far we have covered 70 kilometers. That is, we have crossed the first toll. Now we have almost like 100 or 120 more to cover to reach Kanipagam. Okay, let's go. So this is my first long ride vlog, and I'm thinking whether should I vlog in Telugu or should I vlog in English. So I'll just post both English vlogs and Telugu vlogs, and accordingly I'll then decide like what to stick. So yeah, so we have covered 74 kilometers from morning. We started around sharp 8:30, 8:45 types. Now it is 10:18. We just took a small break for 15 minutes now. So we reached 75 kilometers approximately in 1 hour 15 minutes. So in my old GS 310, I used to cover this entire stretch of Karnataka to Andhra border highway, which is of approximately 100 kilometers from Hoskote, KR-Puram Hoskote till Karnataka border. That will be around like 90. So first toll would be 60 and the second toll will be around some 33 or something, I guess 95 or 200 kilometers. So I used to cover in GS 310 within like 1 hour 20 minutes or 1.5 hours. We got this delivered on last week, that was on 5th July, and today is 12th July. So it's been exactly a week. Exactly last week this time I was super excited about my delivery. I got it. I'm loving the bike. We did one short airport ride. That was, I can say, just a coffee ride or night ride, whatever it is. That ride was also full of fun because that was the first time I was riding my own bike, because I took a test ride for long ride, I took test ride for the short spin, but that was the first time I was taking my bike out for the first ride. So I was super excited then, even now too. So this is my first long ride. So now it's 10:20. As I mentioned earlier, we have, I guess, from here to Andhra border it is 30 more kilometers, and from there 165 kilometers we will reach Chittoor highway. So from there, let's say some 15 kilometers, so 33, 5, 50, 60, 110, 120 kilometers we should be able to reach Kanipagam. And regarding the performance, I'm just loving and going good so far. We have to see, at least if I do 1,000 kilometers or at least some 2-3,000 types, then only I will be in a better position to at least share my opinion, what is positive, what is negative, what are the points to be paid attention, what are the points that can be just understood and compromised on. And talking on the heat management, there is no heat at all so far, because I did approximately some 15 kilometers of city traffic, and then we did approximately some 80-85 kilometers of highway riding so far. So on my right leg, that is particularly in the ankle area, I'm feeling little heat. That is also because of I'm wearing just a trekking shoes, which is only covering a little of my ankle portion. If I'm wearing riding boots, this should not be concern at all. So that is very clear. So the heat management is really good. So likewise, about each and every performance, once I experience, then only I can share the opinion. So as I mentioned, I have to at least ride for a decent 2,000-3,000 kilometers. Then I'll be able to in a good position to share my opinion on the entire motorcycles. Regarding modes also, I have to use it more, then only I can understand how the bike is performing in each modes. And in the morning I had to do one hard braking, but the braking confidence is really good, so no doubt about the braking confidence also. Yeah, so far I have only touched like 3 to 4.5 RPM types. I have never touched 5 and above. Let's see, because there is enough power within this 4 RPM range itself. In fact, I'm super impressed with the mileage that I'm getting. So I'll just show you the mileage. What, yes, you can see here, right? So it is 19.6. So within the city, when I was riding during the airport and all, I have clearly noticed it is giving minimum 16 to 17 kilometers. I'm hoping this calculations should be 90% accurate. So considering all this, my mileage is 19.6. So because I'm just doing very low RPMs and good decent constant speeds, I have to mention, because obviously this is highway, right? So we can have chances to do the constant speeds all the time. So that is what I'm following. That is how I'm getting 19.6 kilometers per liter. This is really impressive, right? For a 1300cc engine, getting 19 kilometers at an average speed of like 110, 120. What else we need to? So I'm in Bangalore, so it's been a while we have seen a clear sky like this, because past 1 or 2 weeks the climate is almost cloudy entire day, and also sometimes raining too. But yeah, it's been a while I've seen this clear sky. In these so far kilometers I have ridden, some places where the temperature was very high, like there was a time where I saw 36 temperature also, 36, 37. That times I was feeling little heat near my both the ankles place. So heat issue, but it is brilliantly managed, no doubt about that. Yeah, in the morning I did speedings of about like 145 also within 5 RPM. So it's good within 5 RPM if you are doing 145 speeds. Yeah, you can see, right? So I'm almost going to touch 5. Now it is 5. I'm doing 146 speed with no vibrations anywhere, and the bike is also doing with very ease. Yeah, let me put in the cruise mode. Yeah, so now I have locked it at 142. As I told, I'm maintaining the constant speeds. Now I think I'm getting average of 19.6. In fact, sometimes it was showing 20 also, where I was only doing like 120 or 110 speeds constantly. But now with this particular speed, like in this particular highway, I started doing 130 speeds also. So that's where I think it's dropped. But yeah, 19 kilometers, if this reading is all correct and accurate, I feel 19 kilometers per liter for this massive engine is very, very good. Yes. I think when it is in the cruise mode, this anti-collision sensors, when it is getting activated or I'm applying any brake, clutch, I can see a little dive. Whereas that is not the case when I'm manually applying the brakes. The front brake especially, because the front delivery system is taking care of all the front dive which is happening. But in cruise mode, I at times feel there is little dive, probably because of it's dropping speed of, let's say, at least 10-15% in one shot. So that could be one reason. But whereas when we apply brake manually, we'll be gradually decreasing the speeds, right? So that could be one reason when I'm experiencing this dive when cruise is deactivating. This bike has got very, very good road presence. again started sweating inside the helmet because of the temperature that is 38 now. The sad part is I'm wearing a black jeans, black liner, black jacket, and a black socks, black gloves. So literally I'm burning inside. I started at 8:45 and mostly I'll be reaching destination by 2:45. So it is 6 hours. Yeah, so 6 hours, and in between like we had some breaks every 70-60 kilometers. Usually we will not break so many times. I think in the previous vlogs also I would have mentioned about this particular safety thing, that is when you are leaning on these white lines. Okay, you should be very careful because there are high chances for bike for skidding actually. So especially when it is raining though, you should never ever go on that line. Yeah, you should be like double careful. So this is something I've noticed frequently. So if anybody is riding, just be careful. I think now we'll enter the city. Actually it is all, we have entered city almost like 5 kilometers or 4 kilometers back itself. It's a 250 kilometers ride with all the 4-lane or 6-lane roads. The ride is very good. I've really enjoyed the ride. The comfort is good, everything is good, the heat management is also good, the mileage is also good, everything is good so far. You have to see if I have any issues going forward. So this is it for today. See you in next vlog. Bye bye.